What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Jeezy, just have a seat. Baby, if you guys don't know, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai are going through the divorce of the century. And baby, say what you want. Jeannie Mai keeps staying 3 steps ahead of Jeezy, and Jeezy keeps embarrassing himself. I've never seen a more pathetic attempt to strong arm, manipulate, gaslight. Baby, I guess Jenny fell for it while she was married to Jeezy and when she loved him, but now there ain't no love lost. Baby, Jeezy is looking like a whole clown. I don't care how much money this fool has. I don't care what his tiny desk performance looks like. I don't care what greats he had. Great musician, great scammer. Baby, he was a great dope boy and a great hustler. As far as a father, a co-parent, baby, he's looking like absolute trash. You remember last week when we actually said he came out and was like, Jenny's trying to keep my daughter away from me. And she took pictures of a firearm next to my child. And we were all like, where are these said pictures? Because I don't believe Jenny submitted them to the court. So what are you talking about, sir? And what's this mess about you went upstairs to go get a hat and that's how your daughter found your bang bang, which by the way wasn't in a lockbox, but it was all a setup. It was weird. Then he went for full custody. Now, anybody that knows anything about deadbeats, right? Fathers, brothers, uncles, cousins, whatever, knows you don't take care of none of your children primarily. As a matter of fact, you have been taken to court countless times by all your baby's moms, I believe, or at least the majority of them, saying that not only are you not an involved parent, but you make people drive hours on end to bring your children to see you, and then you're not even there, and they end up splitting with the family. Anyone that knows Jesus knows you don't want to be a full-time dad. So it was laughable that you went to court and said you wanted full custody. We all saw that what it was. A fraud, a sham, a con. You never planned on being it. Well, guess what? Jeannie's lawyers look like they pushed back and said, baby, what we not going to do is do A, B, and C. Do you know that Jeezy and his little seemingly scammer self has actually rolled back the clock? And now he's like, oh, no. Let me clarify. I didn't want what my motion said. I didn't actually want full custody. Oh, no. You must understand me. All I simply wanted was to co-parent. Now, mind you, this is all a weird ploy to stop from paying Jenny any child support, alimony, or anything. But let's get back into this, right? He wants a joint custody with a parenting schedule. Let's get into this. They said Jeezy is clearing the air on his bid for primary custody of his kid, probably because he was like, oh, wait, I might get it. He's now asking the judge to make sure he and Jeannie Mai each get their fair share of parental time. In the new motion obtained by TMZ, Jeezy claims his estranged wife is restricting his access to their daughter. He says that he and Jeannie worked out an informal custody agreement last year, but that fell apart at the beginning of 2024. And he claims he's barely seen Monaco this whole year. You know what we need to ask? How often did Jeezy see Monaco last year with the theme? Because Jeannie seemed like she had that baby the majority of the time. And while Jeezy was on tour and living his life, he ain't seemed to care. Jeezy says they agreed to let him take Monaco for spring break from March 3rd to the 9th. But when he sent someone to pick up his daughter for another visit at the beginning of April, she wasn't at the home that he and Jenny shared. In fact, Jeezy claims Jenny and Monaco have moved out of the home and says he often has no idea where his child is, something he says violates their agreement. You know, if this wasn't so dangerous, I would laugh in his face. You realize that the home he's talking about isn't the home that Jeannie and him shared when they were married, which is his Atlanta home, which is the home all last year he was trying to clown her in the press about, what you doing here? I said we broken up. I don't even know why you still living here. Jeannie has been living in California. That's Jeannie's home. That's not the home they shared, okay? Everybody knows that Jeannie is living in California with Monaco in her home that Jeezy was encouraging her to actually let go. So the Atlanta home that you tried to clown her for staying in, that you said, I got to move to the basement. Why is she here? That you made this whole big fuss of, that you had the whole internet going against you, going against her, talking about something. Why don't you leave? You're just being pathetic. So Jeannie said, you're right. I do got a couple dollars and I actually have a house. So let me hop, skip, and jump out of here. Right? So Jeannie left. All right. And now you're trying to say that because she left and went to her home in California and she takes her daughter with her when she works, you're now trying to say you often don't know where your child is. Baby, you wanted a divorce. What do you mean you don't know where your child is? Are you trying to say that now you want Jeannie to check in with you, even though she's the primary caregiver? He also claims regular FaceTime calls aren't possible because Jeannie blocked his number. Now, anyone that's dealt with an 8-ish Ninja Turtle knows, Jeezy, what did you do to make her block your number? Because just last week she was being the perfect co-parent. So why did you block her number? What are you saying to her? And also, Jeezy, you send someone else to pick Monaco up. Clearly, Jeannie thinks, I would assume, you are a narcissist and she's going no contact for mental health. If you are picking other people, sending other people to pick the daughter up, nannies, blah, 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 why do you need to talk to her directly? What, you know, your number's been blocked because she's going no contact on your narc self, I would imagine. So do you see the way Jeezy is twisting the truth? You've been blocked. She didn't just block you. You've been had an intermediary, but you keep spinning this because you want the public to rally against you. And you think the same way you gaslit Jeannie, or maybe she willingly did it. I don't know. All the mess you ran on, you think you're going to run it on the court of law, baby. No, 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 no. They said Jeezy also says Jenny's claiming his blank ownership is his bang bang ownership is the reason she doesn't want her daughter seeing him, which he says isn't fair because he's always owned guns and has never put their daughter in harm's way. But here's the difference, because people act in dense like they don't understand. Oh, she knew. Maybe, but she was also in the house watching the child every which way. Now that she's not in the house and now that she's not watching the child, I wouldn't trust my child around it either. On top of that, right? Jeezy made some accusation that Monaco had gotten into his weapon stash, but then she tried to say that Jeannie's brother did it on purpose and there was pictures, but there was no pictures. To me, it looked like Jeezy was guilty as all get out. It didn't make any sense. They said this all comes after Jeezy filed docs asking the court for primary custody of Monaco, but sources close to him claim he's always wanted joint custody in the long term. So if he doesn't want, so you're saying you filed the documents, but now you're saying you don't want it. It sounds like a shakedown. It sounds like you're threatening that you will take custody away from Monaco if Jeannie doesn't drop her claim saying that you lied about your assets, claims you were unfaithful, but it's not going to work because Jeannie got lawyers just like you do. And Jeannie got money just like you do. And Jeannie's not going to roll over. Good luck, Jeezy, seeing if you can do all Jeezy, seeing if you can gaslight a court of law. We'll see. And again, if you're saying you don't want that, then why don't you withdraw the custody papers? Again, you literally, it seems like you're trying to shake Jenny down, but that's my opinion. Jeezy's asking for a hearing to hash out a temporary parenting schedule, one which will equally split time between the parents. Baby, Jeezy can do all this stuff if he wants. I do know that at the end of the day, even if you do ask for this, the baby can't be with the babysitter all the time. Let's see if Jeezy actually becomes an involved parent for at least one of his children. Survey says, good luck on that happening. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.